Welcome to Looking at Legal Stuff. Today, we have two hearings with a woman who was picked up on a bench warrant because she owes $45,000 in child support arrears and hasn't made any payments. She tries to tell the court that this is her first time even hearing about the situation, and it's very important that she's let out of jail today. Let's see what the referee thinks.
All right, we'll take up file 2020-57268, the matter of Patrick Moran and Christina Herrick. Matter was set for hearing on a bench warrant. Ms. Herrick's here from the jail. Mr. Moran is not here.
No, you'll probably never meet him.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm the referee of the court assigned to handle these matters. At the conclusion of this hearing, I'll make a recommendation that'll become a court order. You do have the right to have a lawyer. If you wish, you could hire one, or I could appoint one to represent you in these proceedings, or you can proceed on your own and represent yourself. Do you know what you'd like to do?
Whatever it's going to take to get me to go home today so I can take care of this.
Yeah, that I don't know. You have the right to have a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give one to you. If you don't, then you can proceed on your own.
I would like to have a lawyer.
All right. Lawyer will be appointed. Ms. Evan will contact the court-appointed attorney and have this scheduled just as soon as possible. I can't guarantee it'll be today. It may be today. It should be very soon though. All right.
Am I going to be released or what? I mean, I got to go home to be able to get money to be able to make you guys happy.
How much is the bond, Ms. Evan?
$2,500.
Do you have the $2,500 to post for the bond?
No, my husband just lost his job. I'm a housewife. I have no income. I've told you guys that multiple times.
I don't know that I've ever seen you, but anyway, do you have anything you can post as a reasonable bond to ensure your appearance?
Not until I can go
agenda
talk
is
to his
available?
not until I can go talk to his grandmother.
This guy.
I mean, I'm not going to run. Everybody knows that I'm not going to run. If I got to be here, I'll be here.
All right. Well, you can't post anything.
I can't post anything until I can go home.
All right, then I guess you'll remain incarcerated until the attorney who's being appointed to represent you is available. I can have Ms. Evans.
Then I don't want a lawyer. I don't want a lawyer. Then I'll represent myself. Let's get it done and over with. I'm not going to sit around and wait.
Well, okay. All right, Ms. Evans, do you have an update in the matter?
I do. This case was registered by Allen County, Indiana on August 28th, 2020. It's arrears only. Their order is for $217.50 a month on the arrears. She owes $45,124.26 to Indiana, $88.53 in fees to our state and county, total owing $45,212.79. There have been no payments since the case came here. I believe there was only one, according to
There's never been any payments.
Indiana.
I've never been.
There was a payment of $84.36, December 22nd, 2016, it looks like. This is a fail to comply issued August 26th, 2021. It's a 45-day jail sentence or a $2,500 cash bond. She was lodged in our jail June 4th, 2023. She indicates she does not have a job. She's a housewife. Her hearing, her show cause hearing was March 30th, 2021. She indicated that she didn't agree with this and she was instructed to contact Indiana. That hearing was adjourned from January of 2021. She was supposed to contact Indiana to dispute the balance. She's not.
And I've never received anything from them trying to contact them.
Wait a minute. What? You were supposed to contact them.
Yeah, and they've never gotten back in touch with me.
Oh, you did contact them?
And I've made phone calls. I have sent papers. I've never received any information from Indiana. I've never even seen court papers saying that I was ordered anything from Indiana. My child, the one child has been passed away for 6 years. The other child is almost 30 years old.
Okay, these are arrears. This is not ongoing support. This is arrearage that
I've
accrued
never
while the
been-
children were minors.
I've never been in, my father, this is my father that we're talking, Pat Moran, that is my father. I've never had anything from, anything from any of it. No court papers, no nothing. I've never seen anything from Indiana. The only thing that I've seen is where you guys got involved. That's where I'm not understanding anything.
All right, Ms. Evan, do you have the order from Indiana that started this whole thing?
I do. Order of the court, she failed to appear. She was personally served according to them.
Okay, personally served, but you failed to
I
appear.
was not. I haven't had an Indiana address in over 20 years.
I can vouch for that.
My husband's sitting in the courtroom and I haven't had an Indiana address in almost 25 years. I can't personally deliver something when I'm not there.
Ms. Evan, what's the date of that case in Indiana?
There's a number quite like ours. It's
Is there a date that it was signed by the judge?
the order of the court that came to us was signed January 23rd, 2017.
No, I mean the Indiana order, the judge's signature on the Indiana order?
That's the only order they are required to send us, is one showing the order of the court and the arrears.
Oh,
So,
they don't send like the underlying order of,
nope, they did not. They just sent the arrears and the order of the court that it was owed. Let me see if I have something on the other side of the file. That one indicated,
Because like I said, there's never been anything. I've never been in front of a
Oh,
judge.
I'm sure there was. I'm just trying to find out what it is so it can be explained to you, ma'am.
Because I just want to make it so I can go home and take care of it. I'm just, this is crazy.
You were given that opportunity a couple of years ago, and it doesn't sound like
I
you
was
did.
never in jail. That's what
Yeah, sure,
I'm trying to get you guys to understand that this is a first for me. That I'm sitting in front of you is a first for me. That I
No, that's not
talked to you
actually
2 years ago was a first for me.
We had a hearing on March 30th, 2021.
That was
and you
a
approved that.
first for me. These two right here talking to you, sir. This is the first I've ever talked to anybody.
No, we had a
And she's
conversation
calling
on
me a
that.
liar. I've never been in front of
Because-
any court system until talking to you, sir.
Yeah, we've actually met twice. We met on January.
Listen, yes,
5th,
we talked on the
2021.
telephone. We talked on the telephone 2 years ago. We did it over
Yeah.
Zoom. It was during the pandemic.
I gave you
And I
2
said the
months
same
to,
thing back then, and I've never been
You
in
keep-
front of anybody else.
you keep interrupting, so
I'm
about
sorry,
that.
I'm frustrated. This irritates me.
Yeah, you
I
haven't made a
apologize.
payment in the life of the case, maybe one payment. You had a warrant, you're given ample opportunity to address this, you failed to do so. Anything else you want to say?
Just that I'm not trying to get upset with you or interrupt. I'm frustrated. This irritates me because nobody's listening to me and saying that I haven't been in front of anybody except for you.
Well, we've established now, this
How
is the
can
3rd
Indiana
time you've been in front of me. At
How
least.
can Indiana come after me for something that they've never had me in front of a judge for?
4th time, because we met in December of 2020 as well. So this
No,
is
we
the 4th
didn't.
time.
I've only talked to you once besides today. I've only talked to you once besides today.
That may be your
And I've
recollection.
never seen this lady here.
How much can you post for a bond? How much can you post for a bond?
I got nothing.
I know his grandma was gonna help me out with 500 last night.
Oh, yeah. So ma'am, you don't currently work, why not?
I'm a housewife. We have no vehicle. My husband just lost his job too, because we have no vehicle right this second. We're out in the middle of nowhere,
Where do you live?
just
8 miles
outside
away
of
from
town,
town.
outside here, outside of White Cloud.
By Hardy Dam.
Thank you, baby.
How do you meet your other expenses like food and shelter and things like
I
that?
get food
His-
stamps.
I'm talking to her.
His father, he inherited his father's house, and we get food stamps, and his grandma like gives me $20, maybe if I'm lucky, to get tobacco and stuff like that. Because I take care of his grandmother.
So she doesn't pay you anything to do that from what you could be
No,
making
she's-
payments toward this arrears?
No, she does. She only helps me with what she can. She just lost her husband, so her income just went all upside down too. Which it's my husband, the gentleman there in the room. It's his grandmother.
So who pays the taxes on that house?
Jason does when he's working.
So you're able to work, you just don't have a way to get there?
Yeah, and I don't know how well I can do it because I have health issues at this point. So I haven't really tried in a while, but I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to get it. So like I said, so I had to sit here.
Well, I appreciate that, but you're $45,000 behind and you haven't made a payment.
No, I plan on, I will be, as soon as I get out of here, I will be getting a hold of Indiana again.
Well, I gave you that opportunity over several months at the end of 2020
Well,
and the beginning of 2021.
I plan on filing a big grievance with them because this is crazy. And like I said, I'm not trying to be nasty or anything. I'm just I'm irritated.
So have you applied for jobs that are in the area where you live?
I apply for all kinds of jobs online every day and just haven't heard nothing back. A lot of places don't like that I haven't worked in almost 20 years.
So there's a new grocery store right near where you live, out by Hardy
No,
Dan's,
there's
right?
not. No. White Cloud Houseman's is the closest grocery store. Houseman's or Jeans in Croton.
How'd you get picked up?
Somebody called and made a complaint against my husband about something that I had nothing to do with.
The cops came
I
out?
was out working in my yard.
Who wanted to pay $500 to get you out?
My grandma was going, or his grandma was going to give it to me last night.
She's still willing to do that?
I have to go talk to her. I gotta walk all the way home and try to get a ride all the way back.
I have her phone number if you want to come and get my stuff, baby. Come get my property. My phone's in it.
So she might have the 2,500, you don't know?
I doubt she
I
has
guarantee.
2,500. Can't take everything from her.
Well, this lady here is $45,000 behind in her child support
Yeah,
obligation, so that's a
like I
big
said,
sum of money.
I married her when I was 24.
Yeah.
Man, this is the first time I ever heard of this.
She didn't tell you about it then, because she obviously knew.
Her parents never took her to court for her kids. Her parents just took her kids and expects her to pay.
Somebody did. I'll adjourn this till tomorrow at 3:30. You tell your grandma the bond's still 2,500, see what she is able to post. If she's able to post 2,500, maybe she will, maybe she won't. If she has a reasonable amount, I may be willing to lower the bond, but without knowing what that amount may be, I'm not willing to do that at this point. So we'll meet tomorrow at 3:30. You can call Ms. Hudson. I can give you her phone number. You can call her and make contact after you talk to your grandma and see what you're able to come up with. All right?
Okay.
All right.
It's only gonna be,
All right, we'll recall file 2020-57268, Patrick Moran and Christina Herrick. Ms. Herrick is back from the jail on Zoom here. Her husband's present again. I adjourned the matter to see what amount Mr. Herrick would potentially be able to post for a bond. Sir, what were you able to come up with?
Nothing.
Nothing. So your grandmother wouldn't post anything at this
No.
time? Okay.
Trying to call a bail bondsman, but I gotta wait till I get a phone.
Well, that's a little bit different. That's for criminal cases.
Well, I didn't
This
know
is,
if they'd do it for
This is a
child
civil,
support
this
or
is a
what.
civil case.
Yeah,
You know, you may call a bank to get a loan, but
yeah, I can't
bail
no
bonds
loan.
is a little bit different. Man, we can't hear you. I don't know if something's going on with the microphone or what. You may want to go ask the officer to check it out. Ms. Evans, did you have any further information on the matter?
I do not.
All right.
is that better?
Yep, here we go. All right, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, Nick had the money yesterday. After I got done talking to you guys, I called Nick. And Nick had the money from grandma yesterday.
He only had $500. They
I
won't
know
take it. They
this.
want
And then,
2,500.
that isn't what I was told by them here.
They want 2,500 to get you out.
Oh, I asked what you were able to come up with. You said nothing.
Yeah, yesterday I had $500.
Oh, it's gone now.
You told me it's,
We still have it.
you told me it's
Nick has it.
$2,500.
Well, it was yesterday. I wanted to know what you're able to come up with. Is the 500 gone now?
And they gave it back to my grandma. My grandma's at Pace.
Thanks. What's that?
It's a thing for old
It's an
people.
elderly care, it gives me a break from care, it helps with the caregiving. She has the money, Nick had it when he picked you up yesterday.
She gave it back to him. Then we had to go shopping yesterday.
They had told me they would take it and you didn't listen.
No. Yeah, but you still wouldn't be able to get out. They wanted $2,500.
That's what they said, that's what
That
they,
was before I knew how much you had. I'll oppose the 90 days. I'll drop the bond to 500. You can be released, ma'am, as soon as 500 is paid. I'm
Thank
a
you.
referee, not a judge. You have the right to object to my recommendation, have a hearing with the judge if you wish, or you could accept it. You know what you'd like to do?
It's fine.
All right, very good. You'll be
Go get
you'll be
that,
allowed
please,
until
Jay.
500 is paid.
As soon as I can.